Hey everybody, George Suris from Empire Legal. This week we're talking about trading over Easter and Anzac Day. Thank you to the REIQ for the article they put out this month explaining this issue. We're going to put the link for that article in our blog. Okay, so with Easter and Anzac Day approaching, it's important that principals familiarise themselves with their rights and obligations during these periods. Trading laws. Real estate agencies are considered to be an office for the purposes of the Trading Allowable Hours Act of 1990, Queensland. As such, real estate agencies are not prohibited from opening or conducting business, including conducting property inspections, holding auctions, open homes, etc., over the Easter long weekend. Pursuant to Section 34 of the Trading Hours Act, it is prohibited to conduct the business of selling real estate on Anzac Day. Whilst it would be permissible to conduct work associated with the leasing of real estate on Anzac Day, any agencies which operate business on Anzac Day should ensure the sales staff do not attend the office or conduct any work, even remotely, including open homes and even responding to emails or telephone calls regarding real estate sales. Penalties for breach of the trading laws are a maximum of $6,192 per breach for an individual or up to $30,960 for a corporation. And last section for today, guys, statutory cooling off period for sale of real property in Queensland. Contracts for the sale of residential property in Queensland are subject to a 5 business day statutory cooling off period, unless expressly waived by the buyer or where the property is sold subject to auction conditions. We all know that, right? So the statutory cooling off period starts on the date the buyer receives a copy of the contract that is signed by all parties and ends at 5 p.m. on the 5th business day. Where the 5th day after a buyer receives a copy of the contract duly signed is a public holiday, the statutory cooling off period will expire on the next business day. So keep in mind that if that falls throughout this Easter break public holiday period of the Friday to Monday inclusive, it's going to default to the Tuesday. Agents should therefore ensure they retain adequate records evidencing the date of delivery of the signed contract to the buyer in order to properly respond in the event that a dispute arises surrounding the effective period of the cooling off. Obviously, email is the normal way that these contracts are distributed, so it'll be in your emails. Thanks again, guys. Have an excellent Easter break and a great Anzac Day ahead, and we'll see you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep in mind that all advice is general in nature and does not constitute legal advice. This is authorised by George Suris, Empire Legal, Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia.